The Man in Pink, Chapter 1, The Unexpected Encounter. Yemi exhales as the car comes to a halt at Nedu Ike's apartment. The sound of the party groove can be heard from outside. I know things aren't really going smoothly right now between us, but please, I don't want any drama at this party, Caleb says, his hands on the steering wheel. There is silence in the car. Yemi, I am talking to you, Caleb adds, glancing at his wife. I've heard you, Yemi replies, clicking her tongue. Yemi can't help but feel a sense of emptiness. She's attending a party with her husband, which she has no interest in, and she doesn't even know the celebrant. Their marriage had been a struggle for months, and the spark that once burned brightly had fizzled out. The only reason they both agreed to come was because Ike, Caleb's new client, requested his presence at the party before he would agree to sign the business deal for the French Wave account. Caleb had been working on these accounts for 2 years now and believes it could be the quantum leap his business needs. Although Caleb claims his work has always taken much of his time, he comes home late sometimes or doesn't come home for almost 2 weeks under the excuse of work. Whenever Yemi calls him to check on him, he yells at her saying, "Why are you monitoring my life?" Yemi has come to accept her fate with her husband. She has told him multiple times that she wants a child to fill the void left by his absence, but he has always says, now is not the time. 6 years into their marriage and still no child to run around the house. Do you still love me at all? Yemi asked, fixing her gaze on Caleb. What sort of question is that? Caleb responds. I need to know, Yemi replies. Please, don't be dramatic, Caleb says, grabbing her by the hand tightly. We are going into this party now. Don't even think about spoiling this for me, because if you do, this may be your last day on earth. A knock on the car window catches his attention. He releases his grip on his wife and rolls down. Hello, sir. You can't park here, says the man in a security uniform. We are actually here for the party, Caleb says. There's a parking lot down the street. You can park there, the security guard says. Okay, I will do that, Caleb says, rolling up the window. He drives down the street, finds a spot and parks. They can't even afford a valet, Caleb mutters as he turns off the engine. They both step out of the car. Yemi adjusts her dress as they make their way back to the building. Welcome back, sir, the security man says. Thank you, Caleb replies. Can I see your passes? The security man asks. Caleb hands it over, and the man opens the gate for them. The party is at the back of the house. As Caleb enters through the gate, the house comes into view. The distance between the house and the gate is quite long. Caleb and Yemi join the people walking towards the back of the house. When they reach the back, they see the party in full swing with canopies set up and a nice pool view. The view of the party is lively, and Caleb's eyes scan the crowd, looking for anyone he might recognize. This house is sitting on an estate land. He thinks to himself, reminiscing on how many houses the land could hold. They find a table to sit at. An Afrobeat song fills the air, setting the mood for the party. People are engaged in conversation. Caleb looks around, hoping to spot a potential client. A waiter approaches their table. What can I offer you, sir? He asked. Caleb picks up the menu. I'll have... Yemi is about to speak, but Caleb interrupts. We are just settling in. A soft drink and a bottle of beer will do, he says. Okay, sir. A bottle of beer and soft drink coming right away, the waiter says before leaving. Are you that hungry that you can't stay a couple of hours without swallowing something? Caleb asked angrily. I honestly told you I didn't want to come, but you insisted. If I had stayed at home, I wouldn't be hungry, Yemi responds. If you'll excuse me, I need to use the restroom. She stands up, grabs her handbag, and walks away. Where are you taking your handbag? Caleb calls after her. She turns back and says, I have trust issues. She walks away. Hey friend, a voice calls out. Caleb turns to see Ike, who is wearing an elegant Igbo attire. One would spot him immediately as a celebrant. I don't know you will make it to the party. I thought you were a very serious person. Ike says, flashing a smile. Why wouldn't I? What is my life for if I don't come? Caleb responds. So you only came because of the contrast, bah? Ike asks. No, not really. I attend parties and events of friends and family. And you are my very good friend, Caleb says. That is very good, but you did not do well, my friend. Ike says. What have I done? Caleb asks. Where is your Omalija? Ike inquires. He went to the restroom, Caleb says. Is that true? Yes. She'll be back shortly, Caleb responds. Anyway, there are people I want to introduce you to, Ike says, putting his arm around Caleb's shoulder as he leads him away. Meanwhile, Yemi walks out of the main room and into the garden where the life of the party is. She takes a couple of steps towards the table she was sitting at earlier, but hesitates, looking around for someone to pass the time with, away from her insecure and nightmare terrorizing husband. She spots an open bar. Oh great! Perfect place to drown my sorrows, she thinks to herself. She makes her way to the bar and pulls out a stool to sit. Please, can I have something strong? Okay, ma'am. Can you point me the direction where you are seated? I'll have someone bring it to you. The bartender says. I don't mind having it here, Yemi responds. I can always have someone bring anything you need to you. The bartender hesitates. I just don't want any disturbance, Yemi replies. Okay, if you'll insist. Something strong coming right up, the bartender says. Yemi signs as the bartender gets to go. Is there something bothering you? The bartender asks. Nothing at all. I just need a clear head, that's all, Yemi says. Hey beautiful, what is a fine girl like you doing sitting alone at this bar? The voice from behind calls out. Yemi can smell the thick wood scent of his perfume, and his aura is captivating. The player, she thinks to herself, trying not to look at him. What if her husband is watching from where he's sitting? In no time, he will make his way to the bar. She doesn't want any drama, so she fixes her gaze at the bartender. I, the man says, now standing next to her. She tries not to look, but notices that he is wearing a pink shirt, a pink jean, and a matching pink face cap. What full-grown man wears pink all through? What? She thinks. Aye, she responds, glancing at him from head to toe. What are you doing alone here? The man asks. I want to be left alone, Yemi responds. The bartender passes the drink to Yemi. This is a party where you can connect with people. You don't know who your next client will be, the man says. Oh, really? I thought this was one of those normal rich parties where they show off the wealth of the celebrant. Yemi says, nah, this is a place to connect. Wait a minute. Are you sure you're at the right party? The man asks. If I tell you I don't know what I am doing here, would you believe me? And that is why I just want to be left alone. Yemi says, ha 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 ha. You are funny. My name is Roy. May I know the name of these beautiful damsel I'm talking to? The man says. Yemi gulps down her drink and raises her left hand to show him the wedding ring on her finger. She smacks after finishing her drink. Even if you're married, you should at least let me know your name. Who knows? Business may bring us together, Roy says. My name is Yemi, she replies. Nice to meet you, Yemi, Roy says. Same here, Yemi responds. What did you drink? Roy asks. Something strong, Yemi says. A fine babe like you doesn't need something strong, Roy comments. Hello, I'm married, Yemi says. I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? Hola, please, can I have one of your specials for this beautiful lady here? Roy says to the bartender. Okay, sir, the bartender responds. I can see you know everyone here, Yemi says. Not really, let's just say I happen to know the celebrant very well, Roy says. That means you've been attending this party for a while, Yemi says. Yeah, sure. Every year at least, Roy replies. Wow, that means you know a lot of people here, Yemi says. I kind of know some couple of people, Roy says. I like you. You are smart. Your husband must be very lucky to have you, Roy says with a smile on his face. Yemi let out a deep sigh. So, what do you do for a living? Roy asks. I work in an insurance company, Yemi answers. Interesting. Do you mind pitching your insurance company to me? Roy asks. Why? Yemi replies. You know, I might need your service, Roy says. People like you already have insurance, so stop whining, Yemi responds. That may be true, but not for everything, Roy says. The waiter passes the drink mixture to Yemi. Thank you, she says to the waiter. So, you want to tell me you don't have insurance at all? Yemi asks. Like I said, I do, but not for everything that needs to be insured, Roy says. I didn't even ask. What do you do for a living? Let's see. I'm a business mogul. I deal with art collection and I own a couple of real estate properties, Roy responds with a chuckle. When you say real estate, like how many properties? Yemi asks. Permit me not to say, Roy responds. And I'm just here trying to pitch insurance to you, huh? Yemi says. Okay. To answer your question, about 27, Roy responds, rolling his eyes. Boy, you are swimming in well too. Yemi says. If I hear, have you tried any of the meals? Roy asks. No, but I'm hungry, Yemi says. Roy waves at a waiter who hurries over. What would you like to eat? Roy asks. Surprise me. At least you know everybody here. Yemi responds. Can we have 2 grilled fish with sauce? Roy says to the waiter. Okay, sir, she responds, walking away. You spoke about art collection. Do you own a art gallery or something? Yemi asks. Roy responds softly. Like Alvin. Yemi takes a stern look at him. Don't give me that look. Let's say 7 or in Nigeria, 3 versus, Roy responds. Oh shit. I think we need to exchange contacts. Yemi says, I told you I can be your next client. Roy responds. You need to introduce me to potential clients around here. Yemi says. That's easy. When you finish eating, Roy says. Yemi looks around as she takes a sip of the drink, her mind drifting. The music and laughter from the party seem distant now. A faint in the background. She's almost lost in her thoughts when Caleb's voice startles her. Yemi, what are you doing? Caleb's tone sharp. His eyes narrows as he steps closer. Yemi quickly turns, trying not to mask her surprise. Having a drink, she replies, keeping her voice calm. You told me you were going to the restroom. Is this the restroom? Caleb says, his voice laced with irritation. I actually just wanted to take a couple of drinks. Yemi responds. Her words clipped. She feels the weight of Caleb's gaze on her, but she refuses to meet it. Good evening, sir, Roy says, extending a polite greeting. Caleb ignores. Are you planning on getting yourself drunk? Caleb asks, his face hardening. Before Yemi can respond, Ike's voice calls out from behind Caleb. I see you met my brother. Good evening, sir. Yemi greets Ike with a forced smile. Good evening, Ike responds, giving Yemi a lingering glance. One she can't quite interpret. Meet my wife, Caleb says, his tone strained. Oh, really? I thought you were joking earlier, Ike says with a light laugh. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the party. Ike asks Yemi, his gaze flickering between her and Caleb. We are just about to leave, Caleb says, his voice cool. So quick. But the party is just starting, Ike exclaims. If that's the case, let me introduce you to a few more people before you leave. He takes Caleb by the arm and leads him away. Yemi's eyes follow them for a moment and chest tightening. Is that your husband? Roy asks, breaking the silence. Yes, Yemi cuts him off before he can say more. Wow, Roy says, his voice dripping with curiosity. The waiter brings 2 trays of grilled fish with sauce, and Yemi feels her stomach grumble as the aroma eats her. She's starving, but not in a mood to eat in front of Caleb. Please, can you help me pack it up into a takeaway? I'll be leaving shortly. Yemi says to the waiter. The waiter nods and walks off, returning with one of the trays packed in a nylon bag. Here you go, ma, the waiter says, handing it over. Yemi smiles briefly as she takes the bag. Now that your husband is ready to steal you away, how can I see you again? Roy asks, his tone playfully, but with a hint of something else. It depends, she replies, her voice softer. Speak of the devil, Roy says, glancing over Yemi's shoulder. He turns to see Caleb approaching, his face set in a scowl. Yemi picks up a pan from the bar, holding the nylon with the grilled fish in one hand. She feels a flicker of unease but keeps walking towards Caleb. The parking lot is now crowded with cars, the air charged with a growing tension. Caleb unlocks the car as they reach it, and they both get in. Yemi places the nylon beside her, fastening her seatbelt. What's in the nylon? Caleb asks, his eyes narrowing. Food. The food you denied me of eating. Yemi responds, her voice sharp. Who was that man you were talking to? Caleb asked, his frown deepening. Please, don't question me. I don't have time for conversation. Yemi straps, her irritation rising. She feels the familiar tension building between them, the unspoken frustration weighing heavily on her chest. Thank you. Please do subscribe, share, and click on the notification button. See you next time.